Go to Ahmed Aliolu, who joins me now from the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. Ahmed, this story seems to have escalated in the last 24 hours with accusations that he has now been murdered. Is there any evidence for us to believe that could be true?
Well, the Consul General inside this building behind me told the media and told Reuters in particular that Jamal Kahshoggi left the building, the premises, after he went inside on Tuesday at 1 p.m. local time. But the authorities here in Turkey, his fiancée, told us that he didn't leave the building. They didn't hear from him. These conflicting reports come at the time that 15 officials from the Saudi party came here to this building. They entered at the same time and had left earlier that day. Now, the report speaking about him being killed, Khashoggi being killed in the streets of Istanbul, we're not confirming these reports so far. The police here in Istanbul embarked on an investigation to reveal the secret behind this disappearance. So far, what we know that President Erdogan will be talking about this issue at 2:30 local time, and he's going to reveal this. After the speech, the president, the security forces here in Turkey are preparing a video revealing all the many CCTV footages from here that the Saudi officials were not willingly to give them, to hand them to the Saudi authorities. They are preparing this video that is going to reveal much about the secret of this ambiguous murder, as the authorities here are calling it.
Explain to us the diplomatic tensions this has caused, is likely to cause between Riyadh and Ankara, because tensions have already been strained when Turkey sided with Qatar during that dispute with Saudi Arabia.
Well, Turkey, with the relation with Saudi Arabia and any other party, especially in the Middle East, in the Arab country, is trying to keep the diplomatic relations to the highest position as possible. Even at the time of the crisis, Turkey didn't take any escalating measures against Saudi Arabia. And that's how the strategy here in Turkey works with the neighboring countries, particularly in the Middle East and in the Arab countries. But if this happens, and this kind of operation happened on the soil of the Turkish Republic, then it is a major violation of all the international covenants, all the international laws, and would be a major blow to the relations, especially that it threatens, or it, jeopardize the relations and impose great threat to the sovereignty of the country like Turkey. I don't think that President Erdogan will be speaking about it, and he will be speaking about it, and he might be criticizing such an operation if there is a concrete evidence that Jamal Khashoggi was killed on Turkish soil. This is going to cast very dark shadows and repercussions on the relations between Turkey and Saudi Arabia. Hopefully that President Erdogan will reveal the secrets behind this crime if it happened. All the journalist communities here are worried about the destiny of Jamal Khashoggi. Even the Washington Post posted the edition of its Friday section with the empty and blank column for Khashoggi. That is a missing voice. It's a major loss to the free voices in the field of journalism, especially for a country like Saudi Arabia. We need to wait and see how this is going to evolve in the coming few hours.
You've met Jamal Kahshoggi. What more can you tell us about the man and his journalism?
Well, he's a major contributor to the Washington Post. He was very critical in terms of the policies of Mohammed bin Salman. He told the prince that if you are sincere about a genuine reform, you should give more freedom to writers, to intellectuals, not to put them in prison. That's what's happening of the crackdown on the dissent in Saudi Arabia. It's not only good to release or to lift the ban on the women to drive cars. But on the other hand, you have to release all women activists in the jail. But with this kind of criticism, he was forced to leave to self-imposed exile in the United States, in Virginia state, where he continued with his criticism, trying to find ways to Mohammed bin Salman that he should be using the right advisors in order to go ahead with the reform packages he brought and put himself forward as a reformer who wants to modernize his own country. He was a very positively criticizing, because he believed that bin Salman can be a good potential leader, but with genuine reform, not only superficial.
Okay, good to speak to our editor-at-large, Ahmed Aliolu, speaking to us there outside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. And as Ahmed was saying there, we are expecting this press conference from the Turkish president within the hour, where we are hoping to hear more about what could possibly